Well, we now know that Shannon Sharpe did try to settle with his accuser for at least $10 million. This was revealed yesterday by his attorney in a phone call that they had with a bunch of different media outlets. But prior to this phone call, and I believe what sparked the phone call, was the fact that there was this audio released by TMZ. But in the audio is a phone call between the accuser and Shannon Sharpe. Let's take a listen to the phone call.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
How old is that girl?
You said what?
How old is she?
She's in her early 20s now.
So like what, 21, right? 21?
Yeah, she was in 2023. She was 19. So
Like, so it's like 21, 22.
yeah.
She looks like she's like 12, 13,
I need to
14.
see. I have not seen the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Show Jess her.
Oh, wow.
Shannon Sharpe better call Lice.
Show another photo.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're going to have to call Lice in a minute.
She on her way to class right there.
She does.
Jesus.
She does look like a young college
She's going to get
student.
detained on the way
She
to
looks
class.
like, she looks like a college
Oh,
student.
wow. Yeah.
So what happened was after this audio was released, at the same time, literally like moments apart, Shannon Sharpe then released a video statement. And in the video statement, he is addressing...
And she's 22, by the way.
22 now. He's addressing what he believes is about to happen, but he doesn't address the audio. Let's take a listen to his video that he posted, Shannon Sharpe.
This is a shakedown. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup. Coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
You know, it is a shakedown. It is a targeted attack, but Shannon needs to have some accountability because he gave them something to shake down. He gave them something to target by making poor choices.
Yeah. And when he mentioned her name and the fact that she's an OnlyFans girl, people went and looked her up. So that's how her photos begin to surface. Now, on this phone call that his attorney had with the media, the phone call, the attorney, Shannon Sharpe's attorney, addresses that audio that we heard first. And what he says is that Shannon spoke in the heat of the moment and did not literally mean the words. Then they start having conversations about, the like different text messages that had been released. And I printed out the text messages for you guys. Now, one of the things that I want to point out here, because basically what Shannon is saying is that there's this video that's about to come out. They asked people on this phone call with the media to not judge because it's going to be in an edited format, allegedly. And so you won't get the full context. But Shannon had said earlier in his statement, the first statement he released, that there were things that he was doing, almost like role play, that was he says that this was at the woman's request. And from the look of these text messages, so there's two sets of them. The first text message that came out, Gabby, who's the woman, the accuser, this is from January 2nd, 2025. And this is when she says that she was sexually assaulted. So she's texting him and she's saying that she had cried when he left because she had asked him to put on a condom and she had begged him to not put it in her behind. But he didn't listen. And she says that she doesn't care what their history is. No means no, right? Then she's like, I don't know how to process this. And then they're like, can I call you later? I guess, can they talk later? But then in other text messages, you see the conversation. It goes from that to her sending text messages that say, I want to be abused, daddy. I want like some hardcore BDSM action though. And then she says, I want you to tie me up like this and abuse me, daddy. And you can see when these text messages were released, you can see it says like from Gabby to owner. So it's painting a picture that their relationship was giving that, there was role play and everything that were happening. Now,
It was a very unfortunate situation.
It's crazy.
Horrible situation.
But let me ask
Shannon
you.
Sharpe and his lawyer have handled this whole situation terribly. First of all, if you're saying to Sharpe, you shouldn't be saying anything.
No, he shouldn't.
But
he shouldn't say
Busby
anything.
and this young woman got audio, video, and text messages. If you know all of those things are out there, you should shut the F up and continue to allow your lawyer to do his job. And your lawyer said out of his own mouth that you was close to a $10 million settlement with that girl. That right there is all the more reason to shut the F up. I'm not here to speak to Shannon's guilt or innocence because I don't know, but I do know attempting to settle looks like an admission of guilt because I'm not settling.
Yeah,
if
or
I'm
you
innocent.
just scared.
Yeah.
Honestly, you just probably scared.
Hey y'all, it's Lauren LaRosa from The Breakfast Club. Sorry to interrupt, but y'all know how I do. So I'm here to talk about Top Dog Law. Y'all hear Top Dog Law all over your radio, and I know by now that if you want top dollar, you should also know this. You gotta call Top Dog Law if it's about your car accident. Don't let these little family lawyers finesse you into a little check. Shouldn't nothing be little this season. Remember, for any serious accident, injury case, Top Dog Law gets you top dollar. So make sure you call today to find out what your car accident, your slip and fall, or your construction accident case could really be worth. And calling Top Dog Law is completely free also. It's free for a consultation. Call Top Dog Law today to see if your case is eligible for compensation with no money down. So make sure y'all go holla at my dogs, no pun intended, over at Top Dog Law. That's Top Dog Law on Instagram and topdoglaw.com. Now, let's get back to The Breakfast Club.
I'm with you, Charlamagne. I feel like he's being advised wrong, right? And you know, when people go through this, they go to an attorney because the attorney usually knows what's best for them. They usually know what to do. And in this situation, like any attorney would say, shut the F up and let's deal with it in court. Let's deal with facts because you can't change public opinion unless it's in court with facts. Now, but one thing I would say, if somebody said this, but I cried when you left because I begged you to put a condom on and you put it in my beep and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. If that didn't happen, I'm going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Nah, we agreed on this. I'm not going to be like, I'll call you later because I'm feeling like this is a setup right here.
Absolutely.
As soon as you text me this, I'm going to feel a little, and nobody's just going to respond, I'll call you later. You're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? We both agreed to this. You know, like, this is part of the game. Like, nobody's going to respond with that, which scares me. But like Charlamagne said, shut the F up. Let the facts play out in court because right now, all this talking is doing too much.
Audio.
And it's making it worse.
Even audio. And she was like,
text.
you're manipulating me. Like, even that would have been like, oh, nah. Okay, I see what this is. You know what I'm saying? Unless they were role playing.
But wouldn't you have changed that right from the door?
Oh, yeah,
like what are you talking about? Like, no. Like, let's not play this game. Are you taping me? Because last night we was good with this. Like, in my opinion.
Well, his attorney is saying that these text messages all only show that the woman in question likes and asks for fantasy role playing and other forms of unusual sexual behavior. And they shut down the idea that, you know, they're still denying any sexual assault allegations or anything of that nature. I did reach out to Attorney Busby though because that audio we listened to, it wasn't in full. It was like a little bit over a minute. And I'm like, yo, why would you only release that? And he said to me, he said, I'm not trying this case in the press. We released this only because Shannon Sharpe's lawyer chose to attempt to discredit and dox Jane Doe by releasing multiple texts with no context. Did they release the entirety of the text surrounding the ones from yesterday, which were the original text in Shannon Sharpe's statement? The audio is very clear of the situation and speaks for itself. So
I know one thing. If you're 54, you have no reason to be talking to a 19-year-old. She's 22 now. Shannon is 56. I'm so glad that audio of Monique went viral yesterday because it's true. Sit your old ass down and go find somebody your age and build a family with them. As I said yesterday, men, we need stability and we need D-discipline.
Right.
You gotta have D-discipline.
But see, if he does not want, because some people don't want families, they're not built for that.
Okay,
but just
cool.
find somebody,
Just find somebody
in your
your
age bracket. Yes.
That's it.
Because he already tried that. You know what I mean? The family thing or whatever. But yeah, he just needs somebody his age.
Has she seen all seasons of The Wire?
Excuse me, you know she did.
Does she know any Scarface albums?
Does she know who Doogie Howser is?
She don't even know what the hell it is, what it is, man. She said, what does that even mean? Like, she said that. Like, what? That would have made me hang up and block her. Like, what are you talking about? It is what it is.
46. So Shannon Sharpe 10 years older than me. I got a 16-year-old daughter. I can't even imagine having that conversation.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But I have a 23-year-old daughter. Like, like that's crazy. And this girl looks young. She looks young. She looks like she's on campus at University of Miami or like she looks young.
Well, we got to wrap up. We did have the Monique audio, but we do have to wrap up. So, I mean, yeah, this is all the updates so far in the situation. And I will say, too, they said that they were surprised that they were in the middle of the mediation and then the lawsuit dropped. So I don't know if that's why they're responding so frantically and not making sense about their responses.
He
but
definitely seems scared.
Yeah. So in conclusion,
in the middle of mediation, to put out a press release that you're looking to sign a deal for $100 million was not smart
That was
either.
so silly.
Because if I'm in the middle of mediation, I hear you're about to sign a $100 million deal. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to pull out and wait for you to get that deal, and I'm going to ask for more money if that's the case.
I have not seen a team handle something so poorly in a long time the way Shannon and his team are handling this.
Crazy.
I agree. All right. Well, thank you for the latest with Laura. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Mimi will be joining us. Morgan is out. And then we have Devi Brown joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Check out video of the full show on Tubi. Free. Classic interviews and more on Tubi every day, all day long, all for free. Just search Breakfast Club and grab your popcorn.